Okay, now you start, Farah.
Yes, sir. So, sir, I'm showing you two PPTs. You tell me which one is like okay with for the class. Starting with this one. Safety psychology. So, good evening, students. We have done one research on safety psychology, and we are today telling you about the results of that study. So, it is done by RPRIT only. So in this, in 5.2, we are going to learn about measuring organizational health, safety attitude, and accident proneness, and application using Jamovi based on RPRIT safety consciousness study data. So we will tell you what we have done in this study. So, what is safety psychology? So, we have defined what is safety psychology in the report. Safety psychology studies the psychological factors that influence safety behavior in workplaces, especially in high risk industries such as power plant, construction, aviation, and manufacturing. It focuses on workers' safety attitudes, risk perception, safety compliance behavior, decision making in hazard environments. The goal is to reduce accident and improve organizational safety culture. I hope I'm clear now what is the safety psychology. Do you have any doubt about safety psychology? Anything that you want to ask?
A
Okay.
beautiful picture.
Yeah. So moving to the other part of the report, we have defined another concept in safety psychology. There is another concept which is called safety consciousness, and safety consciousness refers to a worker awareness of workplace hazards, concern for personal and other safety, commitment to safety rules, proactive safety behavior. So, what is proactive safety behavior? Can anybody guess what it is? Okay, let me tell you. Let me show you another PPT. Um, so in this report, we have also defined proactive behavior and retroactive behavior. Let me show you the other PPT, which comes under safety consciousness. Okay, so proactive lifestyle refers to a pattern of behavior in which individual anticipate potential situation, take initiative and act in advance to prevent problems or achieve positive outcomes. It involves planning, monitoring the environment, taking responsibility for one's action, and engaging in behavior that reduce risk and enhance well-being. In the context of industrial work, a proactive lifestyle reflects a worker's readiness to identify hazards early, follow safety procedures constantly, and adopt preventive measures without waiting for external promotes. Okay, so it is that
External
kind of
prompts.
life. Yes,
External
sir.
prompts. Hmm.
Sir?
External prompts.
Yeah, external prompts. Yeah. So then there is another lifestyle which is called reactive lifestyle, which refers to a pattern of behavior in which individual responds to situation only after they occur rather than anticipating them in advance. It involves depending on external cues, instructions, or immediate events to take action. In industrial settings, a reactive lifestyle is characterized by addressing safety issues only when problems, accidents, or warning arise, such as using proactive equipment only after an incident or following safety rules only when monitored. So, this lifestyle reflects limited anticipation and a tendency to act after rather than before risks become evident. Okay.
It means
So
proactive lifestyle follows the anticipatory. Okay, so
hmm,
one can anticipate what will be the
correct,
risk.
correct,
Another thing, in case of the reactive lifestyle, so when the accident has taken place, after that they are thinking. So they are thinking by the external cues, instructions, etc. And in case of the proactive safety lifestyle, it includes the planning and monitoring the environment, taking responsibility for one's action. For example, if the industry is interested to install one machine, okay, so initially the quality circle that should be formed by the industry so that they can discuss about what will be the possibility of any accident due to the operation of that particular machine. Therefore, proactive approach is very, very important. And in case of the reactive, that means we have no idea about the operation of the machine, very clear idea. So people are using the machine and suddenly some accident occurs and then they are thinking what are the underlying reason of the accident. Okay. So this part is vital.
correct.
Okay, Farah, next.
Yes, sir. So there is one more thing in safety consciousness where we have defined two terms like proactive and reactive. Then there is a worker with high safety consciousness and worker with low safety consciousness. Okay. So in the report, we have discovered these kind of categories also. So worker with high safety consciousness, they identify hazards early, like proactive safety behavior, follow safety protocols, prevent accidents. But worker with low safety consciousness ignore safety procedures, take unnecessary risks, increase accident probability. Okay, so this is also there in the safety, in the industries which are focusing on safety, safety things. Okay, like safety, they are involved with the
I
safety.
like to add. Now,
Hmm,
in this picture, you will find out several PPE, that is the protective equipment and personal protective equipment. And we have noted that some of the workers, they are not using the PPE properly. Okay. And that causes sometimes accident. So if the individual is very much conscious about the safety, they will follow the rules and regulations of the of using different type of PPE, okay, personal protective equipment. So here you can find out the gloves, here this helmet that is also there, belt that is there, some of the measuring scales are there. So one has to use, and especially the boot, different type of boots are there. When we visited Holdia power plant, at that time we have used this PPE. Okay, so this part is vital. And the low safety consciousness, they are thinking, oh, it is unnecessary to use the uniform. Okay, because it is very easy. Whatever the problems are there, that is very easy for me. For that reason, unnecessary to use the helmet. So they are avoiding the helmet. Sometimes they are avoiding the uniform also. But the uniform is very, very important. And there is some rule that is the HIRA. It is called the HIRA in industry. And After joining the industry, each individual must be very much aware of the safety protocols written in the HIRA. Okay. So the high safety consciousness people, they are following all those things, and but the low safety consciousness people, they ignore and they are taking unnecessary risk, overconfidence that is there. Mhm. And that leads to high probability of accident. Okay, next.
So now about the measuring or organizational health and safety attitude. So RPRIT developed one scale to measure organizational health and safety attitude, and in that scale there are four domains. One which is measuring cognitive factors. Second one is measuring emotional and behavioral factor. Third one is motivational factor, and fourth one is factors. So in cognitive factors there is like four things that we are measuring: attention to detail, problem solving ability, decision making ability, technical knowledge. And in the emotional and behavioral factors we are measuring calmness under pressure, patience, self discipline, alternate in motivational factor, that scale was measuring responsibility for safety, positive safety attitude, job satisfaction, perceived control. And in the personality factor, we are measuring all the ocean domains. Okay, not all the ocean, yeah, OCEAN. So ocean domains. So these factors help measure safety attitude of employees. So there are like 29 items in the scale, and then there is accident proneness. So accident proneness refers to psychological tendency that increases the likelihood of accidents. So key indicators include like sir said, overconfidence and one of the factor indicator. And then there are other indicators which are impulsivity, risk taking behavior, sensation seeking, forgetfulness. And then further high in these traits are more likely to ignore safety rules, take dangerous shortcuts, make unsafe decisions. Now, in worker classification in safety psychology based upon RPRIT studies, so we have classified workers in our study based upon three categories, three groups actually. One is green group, which is highly safety conscious. The second one is yellow group, which is moderate safety awareness, and the third one is red, which is low safety consciousness. And purpose of classification was to identify workers needing training, and second one is improve safety management, reduce accidents, and strengthen safety culture. So in this report we have done these many things related to safety. Now moving to the Jamovi part. So in this study we used chi-square, which is also there in the module 5.2. So you all know that chi-square examining relationship between variables, like categorical variables, so such as education, marital status, income, and accident experience. So we have examining relationship between these variables in the study. Okay, so you can see that in this study, the education, the sample size was 458 in education, and there are four categories: illiterate, primary and upper primary, secondary and higher secondary, diploma graduate plus postgraduates. So these are the categories of the workers, okay, in education variable. And the frequency was illiterate was 31, 118, primary and upper primary workers. Secondary and higher secondary people are 199, and diploma graduate plus postgraduates are 110. So secondary and higher secondary workers are like more. And then chi-square was 123.54, and p-value is 0.001. Then the second variable was marital status. So there are married workers, there are unmarried and others. So 400 were married workers, 79 were unmarried and others. And chi-square was 215.12, 0.001 was the p-value. We cannot show you the data thing in Jamovi because it is confidential. But yeah, we can tell you about the like about some of the results which can help you to understand how to use chi-square in a study like this where you are studying about safety psychology. So for the safety psychology, if you are doing chi-square, you can use demographic variables like we have used. And then there is a data visualization also we have done in this
No, no.
research.
Hello, Farah. Please go to the chi-square.
Yes, sir.
Here you can find out the categories. Okay, that is
Hmm,
the married and unmarried and others. So here you can find out that is the number of observations that should be very high. Otherwise, you will find out that there is no significant difference. Okay,
correct.
and you may find out some of the cell that is the expected frequency is less than 5. Then it will be very much tough for you. So when you collect the data, then you have to think that is whether the observation is high or not. If the observation is very low, uh, then you may not be able to find out the frequency wise significant difference, okay, uh, between the categories. So this part is vital. And here you can find out the primary source of income, agriculture, service. So when you ask the respondent, what is your primary source of income? So they will tell many things. And after that, you have to classify them properly. For example, uh, suppose one is telling that is, I am the sharecropper, or some will tell you that is, I have the land, I am the landowner. So that will be categorized in agriculture. Another important thing is from the results, you can tell that is the characteristics of your respondents because these characteristics will affect your safety behavior. Okay.
Correct. So sir is telling that we need to see the sample size also while describing the demographic details of the data. So if here we have like 493 was our sample, but yeah, because due to some missing data, we have like the sample sizes varies in most of the variables. But yeah, this is a good thing that we have done in this report. Then there is an accident experience. There, the data that we have collected is like 483. We have collected from 483 people in the industry, and yes, may they have like 157. They said that yes, they have experienced accident, and no, it's like 326. So you can see that there are accident. They are experiencing accident also in the industry. So this is what chi-square is like, tells you about your demographic variables. Then there we have used data visualization also in the safety research, and these are some of the variables of our safety consciousness scale CSTC. Let me tell you about these things, these variables also. We have used another scale for safety consciousness. Let me show you one more PPT. So these are the variables in our um, test for safety, compliance, and behavior. this is the first domain that was measuring safety consciousness. It refers to employees' own perception of their strong adherence to safety protocols. Then there is another variable, psychological well-being and internal control, refers to employees' control over the outcome of their efforts. So this scale is also developed by RPRIT, and this is a safety consciousness scale in which there are 9 variables. You can, the 11 variables are there here, actually not 11, sorry, 9 variables are there. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 variables were there. So these are the variables, and we have used box whisker plot to show these variables among total workers. Yeah. uh, so sir, do you want to add anything?
Please you share this
Yeah, this is the
operational definition of the variables.
okay. Yes sir.
Now, in case of the safety, the important part is whether the safety rules and regulations are external or it is internal. So when it is internal, then the safety rules will affect our consciousness. So how can we assess this thing? For that reason, we have developed these domains: code safety, compliance, and behavior. It refers to employees' own perception of their strong adherence to safety protocols. Now, in many factories, you will find out there are safety protocols, but the employees do not maintain the safety protocols. So we have to design uh, the questionnaire in such a manner so that we can understand whether the employees have the adherence to safety protocols or not. Next one is psychological well-being and internal control. It refers to employees' control over the outcomes of their efforts. Team climate and interpersonal safety. It refers to supporting each other in maintaining safe work conditions. Okay. Please give me 5 minutes time. I'll. Okay. And in case of the safety, you have to think about whether the team climate is effective or not. Okay. So team climate and interpersonal safety, it refers to supporting each other in maintaining safe work conditions. Next is change adaptability and risk orientation. It refers to adaptability of different comfort levels with change and risk. Next is organizational safety culture. It refers to maintaining barely good safety culture across departments, ensuring consistent safety policies. Empowerment and decision making. It refers to empowering employees to make safety-related decisions and take initiative when risk arise. Work ethics and precision, it refers to values, discipline, accuracy, and responsibility. Physical work environment and hygiene, it refers to adequate workplace condition and hygiene or safety-related behavior of workers. 13 is the communication and conflict handling. It refers to opportunity to the workers in order to handle conflicts reasonably well. So if we find out that these nine variables, they are very high in the individual, then we can assume that this individual will be highly safety conscious. So these nine variables we have identified through our different researches. Now over to Farah.
Yes, sir. So yes, like sir said, these are the nine variables which we have, we have in our scale, safety consciousness scale. So in that scales, we have, developed these nine domains, and we have used, 5 point effect scale there. So this is about the scale. Then in the study, we have also used data visualization. So let me show you the data visualization also. I am going to show you first the pro. We have used the violin, violin also. Yeah, this you can see in the Jamovi, this violin plot. So, like I told you about the proactive and reactive. So, to show these two uh, domains of safety, uh, then we have used violin plot.
Okay,
You
now
can,
I am explaining.
huh, yes,
In
sir.
case of the, here you can find out that is the majority data lie in the reactive safety lifestyle in comparison with the proactive lifestyle. Okay. Here you can find out the box that is very small. But in case of the reactive lifestyle, box is large. Okay. And the you can find out the maximum and the median. Hmm. The distance between this, that means this interquartile range, that is very high in comparison with the proactive lifestyle. And another important thing, that is the individuals who are proactive in nature, they are getting high score. And therefore, you will find they are at the top, that is above 60. And where you can find out the reactive lifestyle. So you will find out some of the data that is also at the lower level. That means below the first quartile. And therefore, mm, we can get this assumption that majority of the participants, they are following the reactive lifestyle rather than proactive lifestyle. And proactive lifestyle is very important for the safety management in the industry.
Correct. And we have,
Mm.
like, in the end of the towards the end of the report, we have suggested few things to the company which can help them
Mhm.
to maintain proactive lifestyle. So this was the result of their workers. Then we have used another this thing, another tip. Let me show you another box whisker plot. Just a second. Once again, I'm facing some network problem. Yeah. So then we have used Box-Whisker plot also to show the distribution of safety consciousness of total workers. So in this study, the sample size was 493, and this is the distribution across all the 9 domains.
Here you can find out some of the boxes. Okay. For example, CC. What is the meaning of CC? CC means communication and conflict handling. And that is at the upper end. Okay. Another is OS. OS means the organizational safety culture. That is low. Okay. That means when you want to give some suggestion to the company, you have to show the distribution of the data. Another interesting thing is that you will find out more outliers. In case of the we, we means work ethics and precision. And that is the lower end. Another thing, ED. ED means empowerment and decision making. So that is also at the lower end. You will find many outlets. So you have to identify who are the outlets. And based upon that, you have to give some suggestion. You have to identify these people and you have to provide adequate suggestions to these people or the psychological counseling and guidance to these people. Okay. Related to the safety consciousness. Next, Farah.
So in this module, we have studied, I have shown them everything related to this module. So this module was talking about this thing, measuring organizational health, safety, attitude, and accident proneness, and application using Jamovi based on RPRIT safety consciousness study data, in which chi-square we have shown them, and we have shown them data visualization. So now I think they have understood how what we have done, what all uh, things are required to measure safety attitude, to measure organizational health, and about the accident proneness. I hope they have understood. Students, do you have any doubt
Now, Farah,
that?
you have
Yes,
to
sir.
show the intercorrelation.
Okay,
That is the
but
correlation, intercorrelation of the variables.
sir, but sir, that is not there in the model. Okay. So this one.
No, I'm telling these nine variables, how these nine variables, they are related with each other.
Okay, the total one, no? The distribution. Sir, this was the plot. This one.
No, this is the Box-Whisker plot. I am telling the intercorrelation among the nine domains.
So
You have done
correlation.
it. Uh,
Yes, I think it was not there in the PPT.
That is important to assess the reliability.
Yes. So 1 second. Huh? So this is a different report, huh? I'm showing you the report only. So you are talking about this 9 domain, right? So in this we have first shown the descriptive, then the suggestion, then sir workers classification, yeah. ANOVA.
The intercorrelation among the 9 variables, that is the lower code.
Mm-hmm.
Lower code you
So
have done
that
it.
is in this report I think I have not. In this report not, sir.
Okay. So
Huh.
in which report?
So the current report. The so
You can show it. If you
the
have the data, then you can show it. No problem.
okay, I'll show it. I'll show it.
It is very
So,
easy.
I
In
can show that.
Jamovi, you
Huh.
can add this variable
Yes, yes.
in the regression model.
I'm showing them. So I'm showing them the Jamovi. So I'm showing them the data, with your
Huh.
permission. So sir, this was the data. Now you want intercorrelation, right? We want reliability analysis. Sir. And the lower core you want, yeah? Regression correlation matrix. Yeah.
No, no, you go below.
Yes. Sir. Because of the narrative. These are the PST2.
So safety, regulation, climate, work condition, these things.
Okay, sir.
Uh,
But the result is not coming. Why?
no,
Correlation.
no, you are not.
Okay.
You
Now it's
use
coming.
the.
It's coming now.
uh, so now here you can find out this is the correlation matrix. And all the variables, they are correlated with each other significantly. Okay. So this part is vital. Another thing for the safety counseling, you have to find out that is the wherein correlation coefficient very high. For example, in case of the CST, you will find out the it is highly correlated with CARI. Another one is the PWEH. So when you want to give any suggestion, then you have to think about this correlation matrix. Now, Farah, you go to the
The regression is also there, huh? We have to tell them about the regression, but we have not done in this report. So
no
correlation matrix.
regression. That means you should have the predicted variable. We do not have
Hmm,
any predicted variable
hmm,
here. We can go for the reliability
hmm. Okay.
factor.
Now I'm showing them all the 9 domains. So it was 81 actually. So can
It
you
is
see?
coming.
Uh,
Okay.
oh, my internet, right? Now it's coming, na? It is 81. 81.
So if it is more than 0.8, that means we can think this is the unidimensional
Yeah,
test. Okay. And it
correct.
is highly reliable.
Correct. And it is developed by RPRIT team.
Hmm.
So that is okay. Then, sir, shall I show them about the proactive and lifestyle also? Reliability.
No, no, no. That is
No,
not
no.
required. And here you can find out the item rest correlation where it is very high. In case of the PW, another one is the
The CARI.
CARI. No, CARI. What is the
Yeah.
CARI?
The CARI is, 1 second, I'll tell you. I'll tell you. I think the CARI is ch- change adaptability and risk orientation.
Correct. So here you can find out that is the change adaptability, whether the workers are able to adapt with the different changes, because in the industry different environmental circumstances happen, and the company will suggest some of the new changes, and the industrial workers must be able to adapt it. If they are not able to adapt the change, that means they have some fixed idea. Therefore, those individuals will need some psychological suggestion, psychological safety counseling. Another is the PW. What is the PW, Farah?
So psychological well-being and internal control.
Oh, I mean, here you can find out the psychological well-being. This is vital in case of the safety. So in the safety management, you have to think about the psychological well-being and the adaptability. Now you can find out the another thing, that is PWEH. What is the PWEH?
So PWEH is physical work environment and hygiene.
Physical work environment and hygiene. That is also important. Now you go to the correlation matrix, Farah.
Okay, sir.
Here you can find out the PW that is highly correlated with the, that means the psychological well-being that facilitates the adaptability to change. Okay. And also it is highly related with the PWEH, that is the working environment.
Yes, sir.
So as a safety psychologist, it is your function to interpret the data properly so that the company will be benefited. Company will be able to identify who are highly safety conscious and who are moderately safety conscious and who are less safety conscious. Okay. And therefore, if you can use the highly safety conscious people to train the moderately and the poor safety consciousness people, then you will get less time, number one, and you will be able to create the good safety environment in the organization. So in your research, you have to provide the chi-square statistics for your demographic variable, central tendency, correlation structure, box whisker plot, and other statistical tools as applicable for your hypothesis. Okay. Okay, Farah.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Okay.
I think everybody has understood.
Yes, sir.
Jolly Rima, Shamasri, is it
স্যার
clear to you?
শ্যামশ্রী, হ্যাঁ স্যার শ্যামশ্রী এই জাস্ট বেরিয়ে গেল স্যার।
Okay.
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
জিনিসটা বুঝতে পারলে তো?
হ্যাঁ স্যার বুঝেছি।
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
হ্যাঁ, তোমাদের ডেটাগুলোর ক্ষেত্রেও তোমাদের যেহেতু এটা পিএইচডি ডেটা, তোমাদের ক্ষেত্রেও কিন্তু এই সিস্টেমগুলো ফলো করতে হবে। Okay. So now we can close the session.
Yes, sir. Sir, you please
Yes,
stay,
sir.
sir. I want to remind you something. Sir, you can stop the live. You know?
Hmm?
Sir, I want to talk to you. Sir, you please stay. I want to tell you something. So you can stop the live stream.
থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার, থ্যাংক ইউ ম্যাম, গুড নাইট।
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Jolly ma'am. Thank you, Rima ma'am. Good night. Take care.
Good night, ma'am. Good night, sir.
Good night.
Huh. So you can stop the live. Sir, tomorrow we have meeting at 9 a.m. with Falak and faculty. Okay, sir? 9 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And sir, 11 a.m. you are okay to conduct the class for safety
They
officers?
have not submitted anything, na?
Yes, sir. So, sir, what will I tell them about the class? Because they want to see the match at 7, sir. What we gonna do tomorrow?
It is their headache.
So, sir, we will conduct the class at 7 a.m. only, na?
7?
Tomorrow? Huh, tomorrow
With
7 a.m.
Rikta.
No, huh, no 11 a.m. No.
7 a.m. for whom?
So for safety officers, Tata Power, safety
Hey,
say,
first you close the live. You
sir,
have not
you
closed the live because you are the host.
Acha, acha, sir. Okay, 1 second, sir. Okay. Mm, yes, I'm close, sir.